Hello everyone and welcome back to ZooSley, a collaboration between me and PaulsLey Gaming, and it has been a while since you've seen this one on the channel. We both took a break of like 2 weeks, so Paul had a holiday of 2 weeks as well, and after that I had a holiday of another 2 weeks. So yeah, in only 4 weeks he only uploaded 2 episodes, but we are back again, and today we are going to add the orangutans to ZooSLEY Zoo. So what I'm doing right now, I'm creating a little island right next to the reptile house, and I'm trying to stick with the same style as I created on the reptile house, like around it with the temple stones, the same sunshades on this side. You can see the asphalt road. It really looks good and it really looks clean and neat in the end. But yeah, you will see that during the build, of course. So we started off with this nice little viewing area on this side, and I'm doing basically the same thing as I did on the Komodo dragon habitat on the other side. So the idea behind this is that we can, or that the guests can sit down on the edge of the water and have a good look at the animals. And I actually got this inspiration from a zoo visit I did to Gaia Zoo in the Netherlands. It's a beautiful place, and they had a really big gorilla habitat over there, and you can just sit down and relax and have a good look at the animals. There were a lot of climbing frames all over the place, so it's a really nice experience, and I wanted to bring that to one of my zoos as well. So I decided to bring it into ZooSley. So yeah, a lot of struggles with the pathing in this episode. I'm trying to stick with the grid, but you can't put the water in, and then I couldn't get rid of all the terrain that I wanted, or what I wanted to get rid of, so I had to move the terrain and then put the path in and then put the water in again, and it really has been a struggle. But overall, it really comes out looking really good in the end. You can already see it. It's a really clean and modern environment over here. I'm copying this pattern all over the place. Of course, we're trying to make the zoo look like it's built by only one person, so we're trying to stick with the same theme. So to get to the island, both the animals and the keepers will need a bridge, so that will be that one. And I'm starting off with some nice little dead trees and a lot of ropes and a lot of climbing frames. And you've probably already seen it in the short cinematics in the beginning of this video, but there's a lot going on this island. It's it's really tropical and lush area. Maybe not like a modern feeling overall, but it's really a modern zoo in any way. And what you can see right now is just a lot of ropes, a lot of climbing frames. I'm creating some netting. I'm starting on that right now. I didn't see the monkeys use it yet, but I thought it would look cool. We don't really have anything like this in the game yet, and you will always see that in a zoo. So it's a nice little netting over here, and I will use it all around the place. I will copy it like 2 or 3 times in this little section, and I will copy it to the other side as well. So yeah, the animals will have a lot of space to climb around and play and have fun, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, I'm starting off with these dead trees, but of course there will be a lot of green in it as well. So yeah, a lot of ropes. I just wanted to create a space that, like, basically everything you see, the animals can use it, and yeah, people can just sit there and watch them for hours, like playing around and climbing stuff. And it's I think it comes out really well in the end. Also, another thing that I was like really interested in, I know, or like most people know, that the first project that I did, was Monkey Island, and which was basically a place to starting to get to know the game, to get to know the pieces. And it was really like a tropical vibe, and I created a habitat for all the monkeys in the game. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out after this one, of course. But it was my first project ever, and my first YouTube videos as well. But it's really cool to see if I like developed in any way, because it has been a few months since I finished up Monkey Island basically, and like climbing frames and stuff like that. I didn't really make it after that. I didn't do any monkey habitats, or maybe only one, like the capuchin monkey in Veluwe Zoo. That was the only one. But basically, yeah, that was it for the monkeys in the game for me, and I didn't want to like repeat myself. And this is the very first time I'm creating like climbing frames again and like a tropical island, and basically this is like a miniature monkey island going on here, which is yeah, it was really fun to do it again and really see like the development in my own building skills, like comparing it to Monkey Island. So right now I'm starting on the indoors section. I really wanted to create like a modern building with lots of glass, with limestone, or not limestone, plaster pieces all around the place, but I couldn't really find any good reference images. So I decided to go freestyling, and you will see that in the video as well. I will move it around a lot, and I will change like the roof, and I will change the size of the building, but it comes out really nice in the end. It really looks modern and tropical in a way, with like a lot of green stuff and this metal framing. And what I had in mind is that the animals, like at this spot right here, you will have a lot of high trees and climbing frames, so the animals can still climb up there, have a bit of a privacy, but yeah, or the people can still see it. But actually the animals will have a good view as well, so they can like look over the island and basically see their mates, I don't know, playing around on the island. That was the whole idea. I also wanted to make like a terrace on top of it so that people can actually watch it. But the path in the game, it's just too thick. You can't really do anything with it, or like create a roof in it. That will make the space below just way too crowded, and that didn't look good at all. So I tried it, but it didn't work. So I had to keep it, yeah, just as a normal, regular building. Yeah, I created the bridge. It actually works. I checked it, so the keepers can actually like walk up the what you call it, this wooden stair thingy, and they can reach the island. They can clean it. They can feed the animals. It works perfectly. I didn't expect that, to be honest. When I was building this, I was like, oh yeah, an island might not be a good idea for the keepers, and I will have to find a way to work around it, but it works, and that's cool. I was really surprised and happy with that. Like later on, you will see me moving the building. By the way, I tried to keep the grid from the path that was like connected to the reptile house, and yeah, my OCD didn't work there. I don't really have OCD, but I think everyone would like to see like everything lining up perfectly. You can see I created like a 90 degrees corner here, but it didn't fit, and I just moved it around a little bit. But in the end, that looked weird, so I had to redo the entire thing. You will see me removing that part like 10 times probably. Because yeah, yet again, I didn't have anything like any reference images. I didn't really have anything in mind that I wanted to do. I just went in freestyling, and basically this was the result. And I must say I'm really happy with it. I mean, the building, it's not really anything special, but it looks nice, and that's the most important thing. These climbing structures, I'm using a blueprint, and I always like to like add something to it. The blueprints that we have in the game are actually pretty good, like basic shapes, and just to make a nice climbing frame out of that. Some nice little trees, a really tropical vibe indoors as well. Yeah, just the same thing all over the place. Of course, it's a really nice little indoor section. The animals can have their dinner over here. Again, the keepers can reach it. That's really important, and the guests will have a perfect view on the animals. I'm not sure if the animals will get stressed or anything because of all the glass. I didn't really check that, but yeah, we will see. I think we switched off all the animal welfare in this park, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. You can see I'm using the grid of the building right now to put the path in, but yeah, it's different from the grid from the actual path on the outside, so that didn't really work. Some nice little detailing on the inside as well. These temple stones, again, I'm using them all over the place. I'm trying to keep it with these nice little gray colors, just to make it look clean and modern, and I will add some wooden trims to it, just to create a nice little detail on this one, and just to make sure that there is like a little bit of distance between the guests and the what you call it, the glass wall. I did get a comment about glass walls, and people can reach it, and kids will start knocking on the glass. I don't know, I'm not doing anything like realism in this in this series. I'm really planning on doing something like that, like a really realistic city zoo kind of thing. But I'm planning everything out before I want to start it. Like the things I'm doing right now, like Vado Zoo and this series, I'm just going in freestyling, and I really didn't have any plans. But before I want to start another Sandbox series, I'm just literally gonna draw out everything that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decide on the animals just before I'm starting an entire new series, and yeah, I think that's the best way to do that. So if you have any suggestions, let me know what you would like to see me building. And if you want to talk to me about that, make sure you join the Discord as well. It's a really happy place. There are a lot of people joining lately, and it's really becoming a nice little community that we have going on the Discord. So it's a really nice place to discuss the game, to basically talk about your day. I don't know, whatever you want, and it's just a nice place to chill out, play the game, and yeah, meet some new people. You can see that I'm fixing the position of the building right now, and just I have to move these little temple stones, and just to make everything look nice and clean, and everything lines up perfectly. And I really like that, to see it in the end. So yeah, what I will do next in the rest of the speed build, I will finish up the building. You will see me adding a nice and simple roof. I will add some details like air cons, stuff like that. It's still a tropical region, so we have to keep that in mind, that it's probably really hot indoors when you're adding a lot of glass and stuff. Overall, a lot of foliage and a lot of rocks and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with the rest of the speed build, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, make sure you hit the like button, and if you didn't do it already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on anything new. And the next ZooSley will be on PaulsLey, his channel. There is a link down in the description, and I will speak to you guys in the next one. Goodbye.